What's up, gang? It's Deltia from DeltiasGaming.com, back to do another gameplay and leveling tips for Elder Scrolls Online. Oh my god, so excited. So I'm on my little Inferno Nugget, almost level 16 right now. Things are going really well. So this video is going to be about, 30 minutes to an hour gameplay and talking about some leveling tips. As I level and progress, I forget all the tips that are super helpful for you guys to know. So watch this video if you like the whole, me talking for a while and playing with my big face in here. Don't watch this video if you don't want quick, long information, because it's one of those videos we're going to sit back, hang out, have fun, and talk about things that I do to level that are really going to be helpful for you if you're just coming back to the game. So this is kind of part 2. I'm level 15 now. So at level 15, you get an important thing, which is your second weapon. This is when the game really starts to open up and allows you to kind of customize your build a little bit better. It allows you to kind of swap back and forth skills. So at level 15, you really need to start thinking long-term with your build. So for me, I was leveling up with the Restoration Staff until I got Green Dragon's Blood. Well, now I got Green Dragon's Blood. So I dropped the Restoration Staff because I don't need any more self-healing with a staff. So I went Sword and Shield. I'm going to build this guy for PvP. So I went Sword and Shield Destruction Staff on my Dunmer Dragonknight, which, I will show you guys later, even low B PvP. And speaking of PvP, 2.0.2 just came out, which really doubled, or 50% more experience from killing other players, making PvP actually a really viable way to level now. So I will do a video on that in the future where we go around and lobby PvP just solo. You guys can see how that works. So I know there's a lot of questions, when should you start PvPing? And the truth is, honestly, whenever you feel like it. Are you going to be the best player if you start PvPing at level 10? Well, no, but if you're watching, oh, I guess I didn't record it, but I killed a level 45 on my level 10 PvP in my Dragonknight. So it is possible. Skill is always going to out-define level. Ooh, yeah, speaking of level 16, baby. And speaking of skill, so, you guys watched my videos, and I think I'm a pretty good player. I'm not the best, but I think I'm pretty good. And so I had 2 different leveling experiences. I went to the EU, started a guild up there for all my Nugget Nation, and had a leveling experience over there that was quite different than the level experience here. Reason being, I don't have all my champion points. So we're going to get to that, but I want to show you guys a couple things that I do. First off, every zone that I go, I like to clear. So I started in Daggerfall, and there's a story chain from this Daggerfall. It went to the Weird Tree, and went to Camlorn, and then it goes to this Cath Grave crazy thing, and then it goes to the next instance. All of these quests give skill points. I don't know all of them. I just know them by playing them, which ones do. I've done them 4 or 5 times. So what I do is I only do the quest in the area that gives skill points, which is basically like 4 or 5 chains. I do Mages Guild, Fighters Guild. I do World Bosses, Dolmens, and I get all the solo dungeons done, and then even dungeons, which we're going to talk about, and then I move on. So what I'm doing right here is trying to clear out some of these world bosses, what we call. Remember, black means it hasn't been done yet. So, I've never had a more powerful character leveling up than my Dunmer Dragonknight. Like, now that I know the game inherently and know, like, the, optimal spec and all that sort of thing, this guy, I've never had a more powerful character. It's just incredibly powerful. So, I can never solo stuff very often. But let's show you what I can do here now. I'm going to tell you why once we kill these guys. Hopefully we kill them. Look really bad if I didn't. Oh, God. You're going to stop casting there. There we go. Oh, why did I knock him out of the standard? God, that was a noob move. Boom! World boss. That's 1,000 XP right there. So that's almost as valuable as doing a quest. And it took, 30 seconds or so. So world bosses are really advantageous to do. Now, if you're new to the game and don't have all these, experience, and you don't know how to, beat these things, just toler out in zone. So what I do if I can't beat one, I'll just type out in Zone, you know, hey, I'll put my mouse over it. Belfair Island world boss is up, and usually someone's gonna come because they haven't beat it as well. So that's the way you can get those world bosses done. And you know, group up with people. It's an MMO. You're gonna meet really cool people in this game. Just grouping up. You're gonna meet a couple ding dongs too, but everyone goes through that. So I really group and pug a lot. I actually do pug a lot, and you know, if people aren't on the day or I'm leveling, I'll be like, hey, anyone want to go do quests or whatever? And just, you know, it's advantageous for you to get with one other person. You're going to blow through the content a lot faster. You're actually going to get more XP for being in a group. So I like to buddy up with someone. You also can get married in game, and that's going to give you an XP boost as well. Also, subscribing gives you an XP boost. So there's a bunch of different ways to power through some of this stuff if you want to just get to end game. For me, this character I'm building for PvP, I want to like make some super twinked out character, so like I'm a lowbie, super powerful. Which brings me to my next point, which is a champion system. So I have 110 champion points already. And the thing is, you don't start using them, or you don't start accumulating them till veteran rank 1. But you get to use them on each character, and they are separate. So 110 champion points, I get to use 110 on each of my characters, including my Lobby. So right now, at level 15 with 110 champion points, my Lobby's like a walking god. I mean, I can just nuke and juke things I had no way even remotely close before. To give you an example of this, I'm leveled a DC character here, and then I went to the EU server, Mav and I, and we leveled another character, and I couldn't beat basic bosses by myself as a Templar, as a High Elf Templar, because I didn't have those champion points on the EU server. So what I'm trying to say is don't get frustrated if you're not super powerful to start. The champion system really has rewarded long-term players and people that, you know, reach veteran rank 14 with 70 points. It's a huge difference. So that's kind of why this guy is so powerful. So a couple different things I've been thinking about, like I can tell you guys about, is skills, skill points. When I level like this, I really focus on skill points. That's going to make such an important difference in your character that, I mean, it's going to be way more important than almost any other factor. Because starting at the beginning, you don't have a whole lot of passives. Passives like really make or break the character. I always tell people that, and I don't think they really get it. I'm going to show you a couple that are really badass. Let's go. Oh, cool. It's getting light here. So as far as passives go, like people don't understand how valuable they are. Like the most craziest passive in the game is Battle Roar. Activating ultimate restores health, magic, and stamina. You get 2 points of this at level 27 in the skill line. So basically, you get tons of resources back activating the ultimate. It's just incredible as a Dragonknight. Another one, Mountain Blessing. Every time I activate Earth and Heart, I get ultimate. That's insane. That's insane passive. So these passives, just one of them can make or break your character. Now, I don't buy all the skills because I kind of know what works and what doesn't. But man, getting these passives like this, blocking an additional 5% damage, that's a huge passive. That's going to go so much further than one skill point. Increases the duration of Fiery Breath by 2 seconds. Yeah, we're buying that. I mean, these are crazy. The other ones I like to go in are armor. Armor is so valuable, especially the regeneration and reduced cost. You got to max those out right away. And then I'm doing a vampire build, so getting this up is going to help out. Supernatural recovery, 5% more magic, 10%. I mean, racial passives. So what I'm trying to tell you is save your skill points for passives. Go with a build that works. You know, you want a build that has like a stun, some area damage, some single target damage, and a heal. After you got those things down, kind of save those skill points, you know, for all these passives. That's really going to make your character ultra powerful. And if you're starting out, you know, try a skill here and there, but man, I'm telling you, save those skill points for passives. It makes your character so much more powerful. Like, let's see here. I was gonna do something really cool. Totally forgot. Ooh, I sold something. Yeah! I'm always broke, so you guys know that. Always broke. What happens when you like build characters and change your builds all the time and Where all my money goes is respecking. You die. Boom. Yeah. Oh, loot, baby. You know I can't pass that up. So, speaking of skill points, there's a lot of different ways to get them. Usually what I like to do when I start out a new character is go to Cyrodiil and spend like a weekend there. And I get all the delves done, I get all the sky shards done, I get all whatever I can. So like for instance here, even at level 10, if you get a bunch of your buddies, you can go get almost 15 skill points just by clearing out some of these lower books, sky shards, delves. It's a great way to level, it's a great way to hang out. You got a lot of quests in there that you can do together as a group. So if you want to get a jump on being super powerful, go out to Cyrodiil and get a bunch of skill points. It will make you such a difference in your character. I mean, just like incredible difference. What are you doing? Boom, you're nuked. Haha. Heaven Lord? Oh, what's this guy, dude? Let's nuke him. What's up, dude? Yeah. I mean, these guys aren't even just, I mean, I'm just ripping and gripping these. It's just crazy how powerful I am. So those are the tips I would recommend. And getting skill points, you go out to Cyrodiil, you get those. That's a great way to get skill points. You can also do a bunch of the sky shards. I would recommend getting that sky shard add-on that shows all of them. Get the lore books. You can do group dungeons. That each rewards 1 skill point. So the dungeon in your zone you have to do first, which is Spindle Clutch. Let me kill these guys and show you. Yeah. Ah, this Dunmer is so freaking awesome. He's just freaking amazing, dude. I'm just ripping these people. What? Oh, Magma Armor, you can't kill me. Yeah. Oh, this is so beastly. Who is this guy? Boom. Oh, yeah, Destructive Reach, baby. Alright. So, Spindle Clutch. What is this guy doing? Oh my god. Destructive Reach is so awesome. The first Destruction Staff ability. I love it. Alright, I gotta get out of here. Did I go the wrong way? Oh my god, I'm such a noob. Oh well, we kill more stuff. Look at that, I'm just like ripping through everything. It's just like crazy. Ooh, Wall of Elements can be more. Yes, please. Ooh, Heavy Sack. Yeah. There you go. Unlock your face. Give me Heavy Sack. So some of the morphs I already kind of know what I'm going to pick. Just because I've played the game a lot. So Wall of Elements. I'm going to morph these two. Ooh, when do I get this? At 14? Oh, man. Yeah. I like Elemental Blockade. We're going to go with that one. Okay. Let's show you here. So if you like a skill, take the morph. Take the morph. Even if you take the wrong one, you can always unmorph it. So don't feel like, oh my god, I make it. Almost every decision, well, literally almost every single decision in this game can be undone or fixed. You could screw up your character so bad, take all the wrong morphs, take all the wrong attributes, take all the wrong champion points, and you can get it fixed. Hence, pimp my build. You can get all that fixed. So experiment is what I'm trying to say. There's shrines in each of the major cities that have a respec vendor, so you can respec your attribute points, you can respec your champion points in the screen, skills, all that stuff. It's expensive, but it's worth it if you screw your character up. 6 in the morning. Is that what? 6 in the morning? Oh my god. Woke up at 5 in the morning. No, actually, yeah, 5 in the morning this morning. I was so excited to get up. It's like, no, it's a good day to be alive. Okay, so these things here, these are dungeons, and you get one in your area every, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 levels. And so you go do this dungeon, and then it unlocks 2 other dungeons in different zones. Let me show you. Why can't I back out? Well, I don't know why the map's not letting me back out, but what are you doing? Weird. But it's gonna essentially unlock 2 more. So every 5 or 6 levels, if you do all those quests, you're looking at 3 skill points. Now, 3 skill points doing all of those things really, really, really adds up. Combine that with all the sky shards, combine that with the main story quest, combine that with the Mages and Fighters Guild quest, you're looking at a lot more skill points. And that's how you advance your character. Skill points are so important. People get so caught up in attribute points. Like, dude, attribute points is, okay, here, 111 magic. That's nothing. I mean, one passive battle roar is going to trump any attribute points I get. So, Lecture 101. Skill points are the most valuable thing to level your character. It just is. It's just so invaluable. Lore books, sky shards, lore books, fighters guild stuff. Don't skip this stuff. You're really gonna regret it getting the end game. I get every single lore book I can. What's this thing? Even discovery. That's 140 points just for walking over there. Standard, just because I can. Where's that lore book? Oh, here we go. So my guy, what is this? Flame around me. Oh, my guy is already at Fighters Guild 4, which 5 you get really, really valuable. 3 ultimate. Huge. Mages Guild 4. Getting close to that fire rune. I got structured entropy. Ooh, I need to get that equipped. So these things like that I know now, going back in time and leveling, it's like it's an easy mode. But I didn't know all this stuff starting out, and I'm trying to share it with you as best I can, because remember, the teachers learn twice. And the funny thing is, going back on my Dragonknight, you know, you get an end game, and you get stuck in a series of, well, these are the 4 best, 5 best skills, you know, this is what you do, this is the gear that you have, and you don't try anything new. And then coming back to leveling, you're forced to try new stuff. You're forced to try new skills, like Stone Fist. You know, hell, I never used that ability. Now I tried it and I loved it. I'm going to try to use it in PvP more. So the cool thing about leveling is it's just fun because your character progresses so fast and you get to experience it all over again. You can really start filling your character's power at around level 15. When you get that second bar, it unlocks so much stuff. The next major like hurdle to get to is VR1, you know, beating the main story, unlocking the different zones. That's the next critical point to get to make your character uber powerful. So, recap, skill points, amazing. Do all these dungeons, these delves, what they're called. Oh, another skill point tip is there's an achievement here. I want you guys to do these. If you go to achievements, all right, hold on, I did a bunch of them last night. What? Where did I put these? So for the dungeon achievements, if you go to public dungeons, there's group challenges in each dungeon. Badman's Hollow, Bone Snapper, and Obsidian Scar. So each area has one public dungeon, each zone. One public dungeon comes with 1 skill point. Where the heck is this one? Oh yeah, it's right here. So it looks a little different. It has this big kind of cave here. It's going to have a really high yield XP quest, and it's also going to have some really cool stuff in there. So if you do the public dungeon, and there's an awesome add-on that tells you where the bosses are, all public bosses, you're going to get a skill point there. So you're starting to see you can get 10 skill points or so, like each little level, making it, each little area you go to, you're getting like 10 skill points, making your character just so much better. Just even starting out, you're just going to be like hands, just shoulders and heads better than everyone else. So do that. You'd be like, dude, you watch Delta's Gaming, bro? He's like telling me all these tips, yo. Oh, this game is so fun though. It's like, I forget how fun leveling is, or was, or whatever you want to call it. It's just like, your character, you can go play all day, and you just like totally forget what you're doing, because your character, like, you're like, oh, I gotta get one more sky shard. One more sky shard. One more sky. And next thing you know, it's like 5 at night, and I mean, it's just crazy. I could spend all day doing this. It's so fun. You're thinking about, you know, oh, what do I do when my character is like end game, and it's so much fun. Trying out the different factions, trying out, you know, this game's so cool. The people in it, you know, buy to play, brought a lot of people back. And that's kind of what I've been tailoring my content towards, is the newer folks. The people that, you know, have these super awesome builds, like the people I ran Bet DSA with last night, they don't need these guides. They don't. They already know their builds. They're the best players in the world, like Brick, Swole, Mr. T, those guys we played with last night. You know, they're helping me with builds and stuff. We're helping each other, but they already know their stuff. They don't need this stuff. You guys that are leveling and coming back to the game, I'm trying my arse off to help you guys so you don't have to go through leveling pains. I mean, oh, yeah, speaking of leveling pains, I think people get caught up in doing crafting really early, and they spend all their skill points in crafting. 20 skill points, 10, 15 skill points in crafting, your character is going to be so significantly hindered starting out. Now, when you have 280, yeah, that's going to be a little different. But starting out, don't get so caught up in crafting. Like, I use alts to craft, and also I use my friends. So if someone has a crafting toon, you know, I'll pay that person 500 gold to make me something. I'd rather pay someone 500 gold and have 15 free skill points. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. Now, once you get more familiar with the game, you start getting more skill points. Your character build starts progressing. Great, do some crafting. But right at the start, it's just super hard to do that to your character. What is this big huge shred thing around me? That's cool. Boom. Ooh, Earth and Heart 19. Yeah. What's this guy? Alright, so I had a little list of things that I've been writing down while I'm leveling that I wanted to tell you guys about. So yes, I'm going to look at my other monitor. Okay, oh yeah, ultimates. So at level 12 in your skill line, you get an ultimate. Equip one right away. As soon as you get that sucker, equip it. Because not only is it going to add to your skill line that you're leveling, but ultimates are the name of the game in this game. It's ultimate for a reason. If you're struggling, you're dying, drop an ultimate on people. Ooh, chest. So for me, my guy, I did the vampire quest, and I was level 12 fighting 38 mobs. And you can still beat that thing. You have to kill like 10 mobs just by taking your time, kiting, and using ultimates. So you can build ultimate just by killing these rats. Watch my ultimate. It'll go up. See? For 8 seconds, it'll generate ultimate. So if you're in between a fight or something, just shoot a rat. Get that ultimate up. Especially if you're struggling, go in there with an ulti and just nuke stuff. It's going to make such a huge difference in if you can beat a boss or not. So if I'm going to do a world boss or a dolmen or something solo, I'll charge up an ultimate and then do it. Just going to increase my chances so much. Because I might be able to start off with an ultimate, and if it goes long enough, I'll be able to use another one. Oh man, I'm thirsty. So ultimates are important. Synergies, you guys have been asking about synergies a lot, and synergies obviously are for group play. So synergy is kind of like a group ability that doesn't really cost it costs the caster something, but the player who hits it, it doesn't cost anything. It's just like a free something. Essentially, they're ultra important. You want to rebind, in my opinion, you want to rebind your keys so you can hit some synergies really, really fast and easy, because you're going to be hitting a lot of them. Some people rebind their keys to, mouse wheels, so they can just constantly roll the mouse wheel. Some people rebind it, like me, I rebind it to F, so I can hit it really, really, really easy. Because you're going to want to hit that sucker. It's free. They're really useful. They're going to give you resources back, do damage, healing. There's so many unique, cool things. Root people. So if you're playing in a group or with a buddy and you see a synergy pop up, smash that key. It's default to X, but I really recommend rebinding it. Werewolf or vampire? When should you go for werewolf or vampire? That's just up for you. If I like vampire starting out just because of the magicka return, and I want to level the skill line for PvP. But it's up to you. It's not for everyone. Change the look of your character. I did a video on it, so I'd look into those if you want to do it. But I personally like it, especially in a Dunmer. It's just crazy. If you're doing high-end PvE, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But yesterday we ran Veteran DSA with an Orc Dragonknight healer. I never died. I didn't die once. Who was a vampire? Orc, Dragonknight healer. That they should not be healing, but yet they did. So you can do crazy stuff in the game. You're just gonna have to work a little harder at it. All right, so we got these lore books. So we're missing one lore book. I think we got all of the we got all of the world bosses. So let's go get this lore book. Oh snap, we're in a new zone, baby. We're going to a new zone. ET zone home. I can't show you guys what I do when I get to a new zone. Yeah, you're gonna like that. Okay, so we talked about crafting, talked about champion points. I just hope you're having fun and these things are helpful to you, because I really enjoy making the videos. I'm almost about done making 2 more builds for my Dragonknight and understanding tanking a lot better. And then something else you need to think about is the abilities that you put on your bar have passives as well. So you might get more health, you might get more magic back, you might get more this or that for having an ability from a certain skill line on your bar. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about after I kill these little nuggets. Dude. So like for Mage's Guild, if I can open up my journal. Whoa. Come on. Don't crash on me now. Don't crash. Oh, it crashed. Alright, well, we're going to have to reload the game. DC was strong. Man, we're going back. But you can see all the characters I have. I have 4 veteran rank 14s. I've deleted a couple characters that were mid-30s. So I've played a lot, and I understand the leveling process. And it's fun every time because you learn something new. And what I was going to show you here is that for certain specific skills, if you have passives in certain skill lines, even equipping an ability on like your bar 1 might increase your stamina regeneration, magic regeneration, more health. So let me show you. So Mage's Guild is notorious for this. Mage's Guild. It increases your max magic and your max recovery for each Mage's Guild ability slotted. So think about that. Even having some of these abilities on your bar, you don't even have to use them, just are really, really good. For setting up your bar, what I like is, you know, a crowd control ability, a self-heal, and then a stun. So like for me, bar 1, I got a defensive bar here, my sword and shield. So if I'm in trouble, I'll go to bar 1 for defense. If I'm not in trouble, I don't worry about it. What's this guy? Find the guard captain. Alright, that's the quest we're on. Let's go here. We're gonna skip this quest. Quest hub. Okay, cool. Clear the zone. Do the main story quests and the guild quests when they come up. I didn't want to do one in this video. I don't know if you guys want to spoil the story. The story is amazing in this game. It's just... the end quest never gets old running it. It just does not. It's just so cool. Every time I've done it, it's still just amazing. Oh, this is a really cool quest. This is a cool story. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's worth doing this story. And I'm in Daggerfall Crosswitch. This is a cool story. You guys are going to love this one. Alright, so we talked about that. What else do my little notes say? See, I take notes thinking about you guys. Yeah, main story. So once again, there's a main storyline that's with the Harbridge, the Vestige thing, and then there's like a main faction story. Remember that you can do every faction, even regardless of which one you're on. So once you beat the game, you'll unlock what's called Cadwell's Silver. Cadwell's Silver will let you go to another faction, and then that's how you get access to more skill points, sky shards, lore books, more quests. I mean, so there's almost endless content to do in terms of questing. I've done every single quest in the game on my Dragonknight, and it took me hundreds of hours to do that. I think it took me literally 300 hours to get that achievement. 300 hours is what I did. Stormhaven, what up? DC area is so awesome. Alright, so these add-ons here, destinations, lore books, sky shards. You gotta have it leveling. And so when I come into a new zone, what I do is I stick to the main quest, which is this find this guard captain. And so after I complete this quest chain, like usually someone right in front of you will give you another quest. I just go from quest to quest to quest, getting lore books, sky shards, group bosses, and dolmens. Every new zone I do that. And that's how I level fast. Now, I'm not a power level guy or whatever. I don't do that per se. And that's not what the purpose of this character is. But for those of you who want to reach endgame. And for me, I took a long time to reach endgame because, you know, I wanted to do the story quest. There's a couple ways to approach it. One, take your time getting there, or two, rush there and then take your time on another different character. I took my time first, but there's a lot of people that maybe want to do the quest. Do the quest and questing. There's some that, you know, just want to get to endgame and do like raids and stuff. Raids are gonna be there. Raids, dungeons, all that stuff. That's gonna be there. It's not going anywhere. So I would say experience these quests and have fun with it, because these quests are just amazing. Oh, it's crazy that I remember all these. This is crazy. Some of them are so memorable too. The Drakarn, Razumdar, some of the characters are so cool. Whatever, Jamora. I'm gonna nuke you, dude. Oh. Oh, dodge roll. I think that's for you. Dang. Oh, totally nuked him. Didn't even use an ultimate. Yeah, free that captain. Oh my god, look at those graphics. That is sick, dude. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I just, you know, I love this freaking game. I'm such a fanboy. God, it doesn't get old. I don't know. I've never played a game like this where it just does not get old. Something I do been doing more is like reading the lore, like on different websites and stuff. Trying to understand the background of the culture, you know, like the orc culture and the Dunmer culture. I think that adds a whole different layer of, a whole different aspect to your gameplay. I'm not a role player by any means, but I know there's some people that do that, and, you know, hats off to you if you enjoy that. But for me, understanding the culture and stuff like that, it can kind of make me, you know, feel more a part of the environment. So it's something also to think about if you're getting bored with the game or something. You know, maybe try role-playing out. I haven't tried it yet because I don't really understand it. You know, I'm stick to what I do, but it's something I want to get into eventually. We want to unlock. Some of these are endgame skills here. Oh, I thought this was 12. No, 14. Oh, burn it down. Look at that. Just nuking stuff, dude. What? Yeah! Dunmer Dragonknight, so badass. So yeah, that kind of rounds up the tips that I had for you that I've been thinking about last couple days. Still, we're going to work on some builds. We're going to finish up a Dragonknight DPS one and a DK tank one. So tanking has changed a lot. Dragonknights are still, I think, the best class in the game. They're by far my favorite. There's so much things you can do with them. They're really good healers. I mean, they're great healers. Probably the best DPS, one of the best tanks. And they're sturdy as all get out. I mean, you can't kill these things. Templar, Dragonknight. Definitely recommend taking those classes if you're starting out the game. Oh yeah, what's this quest? I remember this one. Oh yeah, okay, this is pretty cool. Knight of the Land. Yeah, these stories are awesome. Love them so much. Sleepy Sailor Inn. Go sell. You also can save money not repairing, though I repair. Oh, which brings me to another point. Is when to use, like, upgrade your gear. So you've been watching me this whole video. Probably, like, wondering, oh, what kind of gear does he have? I have level 1 gear. Level 1, everything. That's right. I still use training on all my gear. So until I start dying and stuff, I'm just going to go with level 1. I mean, I don't want to recraft it. So I typically recraft my gear every 10 to 15 levels if I'm like leveling. If in the VR ranks, maybe every 5 VR levels. I don't get too caught up with it. You're going to have so much time at endgame to min-max your character, do all the crafting stuff at a whole different level. So if you're just starting out, I would just take it a lot less seriously. Unless you're going to do PvP, which this character, ooh, might have to go for Emperor, baby. I need a haircut. Remember, I can't get a haircut until I get Emperor. So we gotta get Emperor. Even on a lobby, that'd be cool. Alright, so the lower book, I'm trying to find that lower book. Where's that at? In this, oh. Lower book would drive you crazy. Go. Alright, well, I'm going outside and get this lower book. So yeah, that's just a quick, not quick video, I guess, not quick. We had one DC, one crash, it's okay. So I hope you guys like these videos. I know I'm still going to work on doing short, quick ones and then also long gameplay ones. Because you guys have given me a lot of feedback, and some of you like short ones, some of you like long ones. Try to do something for everyone, and I've kind of cut back on the website a bit. Just because it's so labor intensive that I could create a video in an hour, you know, 4 hours for a really good one, and get it out to you. Where if I write and do all these updates, it's pretty hard. So I'm trying to find a way, a balance, so I can get new content out, and it's relevant for everyone, whether you like reading it or not. But you know, I'm pretty busy. I try my butt off because you guys allow me to live the dream, frankly. Dunmer swine, what? Go up here. What did we get up here? Oh, what are you looting, bro? Boom. I mean, look at this, dude. Does this not look just amazing? This is the coolest class I've ever played in the game. I mean, this is just Dunmer. Dragonknight is just... I mean, even my guy looks ridiculous. Look at this. Look how stupid my guy looks. I mean, if you saw this guy in PvP, you're like, who is this idiot? Yeah, it's Deltia. It's Deltia. So you get killed by Inferno Nugget, lobby PvP. Feel free to make fun of me. Because my guy looks stupid. Jester costume, what? Alright gang, well that about wraps up the video. Well, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Feel free to tell people about deltiasgaming.com. And I'm welcome you back to Elder Scrolls Online. I know some of you players returning, you know, getting a second chance. This game's great. Just give it a chance. And for those of you waiting on the PS4 X-Bone, you know, I can't wait to play with you guys. For you guys to experience this, it's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be so cool. So hold on, wait. Everything worth waiting for, you know, takes time. So keep on waiting. I'll keep on making videos. Get your appetites wet. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, and let me know what you like about this video, or if there's something else I'm missing. Oh my God. Oh, facepalm. We gotta end it there. Bye, guys.